And this is taken on his property in the jungle. And this is uh, Carenza. He is the chief of the Indian tribe that lived on his land.
Okay.
And that's Eugenio, his Solorzano's son, that I knew pretty well.
Okay.
And that I don't know who that is.
Oh, that. So right to left. Oh, this looks very
That's
nice.
me. All right.
Grandpa, where did you have all those pictures?
Huh?
Where did you have them?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You showing him now?
We found,
Yeah.
Grandpa found him.
What?
Grandpa found him. Don't worry. So where's this?
That's on my way to a jungle area.
Okay. Oh my. That is a good. Packing heat, I see. Oh,
This is taken right by the ranch house.
okay.
Solorzano owned all the land as far as that mountain and the other mountain on this side.
Okay.
And you used to know those guys. You think they still living?
No, they're all dead.
So here we are in picture 4.
What kind of a? Oh, that is a fruit tree.
Is it picking
I
oranges?
forgot I don't even remember what kind of fruit tree that was.
I don't know. It's a fruit tree. You can tell. Oh. What
This
river
is
is
deep
this?
in the jungle between southern Mexico and Guatemala on the river Usumacinta through the Maya temple areas that Frans Blom used to explore.
Yeah.
And there's Maya temples scattered all through this entire jungle. And they were going through that, and I think they did some fishing with dynamite. Throw a stick of dynamite in the river and blast it off, and fish would float to the surface.
Whoa.
Just pick up the fish.
Good to know. Here we go. Mustache.
You know, I was 20 years old only in these pictures.
Wow. That's a good.
Mustache.
How
Wow.
old are you already?
20,
Yeah, I believe it.
because I turned 21 when I got in the Army.
You know when I met the grandpa,
When?
he said he likes me.
Yeah.
I said, no, you are old man.
Oh
That's
boy.
because I had a mustache.
Ah. See that?
He said, I show you up my idea. I'm only 21, you know.
Oh,
Now,
this is-
this important picture is an Indian outpost called Yasha Quintala on the edge of the deep jungle. The Lacandon Indian tribe lived here, and they were the last remnants of the wildest tribe that still existed at that time in Central America.
Wow.
And they had other cohorts of theirs, several other smaller tribes deeper in the jungle way in there.
Okay. Oh.
How come these are all square? Is it the camera back then they make square
Yeah.
clothes?
This is from a mountaintop shooting downward.
Oh.
This is the city. This is the city of San Cristobal de las Casas. The elevation is 7,500 feet. This city,
Really?
and it's a medieval city almost, you might call it. It goes back to the days of the Spanish conquistadors from 1600 and something.
Hmm.
Oh, I loved San Cristobal. Yeah, even today, I'll bet you it's a nice city.
Oh. Is that like a little? It looks like a.
I don't. Maybe it's a road. Yeah, that's a road.
Okay.
That's a road going. Yeah, it's a road over here and a road going this way. And this is corn grown by the Chamula Indians that lived on that mountainside up in that mountain.
Hmm.
And this is the town square inside the city of San Cristobal. the shoe shine boys and the different stores. It's like a town square, like one square block of park, and the stores all around it.
Jeff,
Yeah?
did you ever see those pictures?
No, I've never seen these photographs.
What?
I've never seen these. Looks like it could be today. I mean, just
Nobody called it fun.
I don't know who this is.
It's Rosas.
This is a Chamula Indian. You can see him in his traditional dress, growing his corn on the side of the mountain. And this is almost wilderness on the outskirts of Tuxtla Gutierrez. This is a little ceremonial hut. I think it's in honor of some of their ancestors, the very top of the mountain that overlooks the city of Tuxtla Gutierrez. So this is about 8,000 feet. Tuxtla Gutierrez itself is about 7,500. And I walked all the way to the top of that mountain.
wow. That's really, it looks high up. I mean, just
Yeah,
you
it
can
is
barely see the city from that elevation.
Here's another nice view of Tuxtla. Yeah, this probably the nicest view of the whole city of Tuxtla from the top of the mountain.
What's
Look,
that city called? Eddie?
Tuxtla Gutierrez.
I can't remember what you're saying.
This is the
This is-
road?
No, this city is part of Ocosingo. Ocosingo can be only reached by horseback. 4 hours on horseback, or a small light plane, like a Piper Cub, could land on the outskirts. No other way of reaching this city. Buried on the other side of a mountain. Nothing within many, many, many miles.
Oh.
And this is a town square of Ocosingo, which is like from the 16th century, real primitive.
Yeah, you can see the horses and the people riding.
Yvonne,
It's
now you know something about the grandpa. He was a warrior, he was young.
it was not.
Oh.
Oh, this is approaching the city of Ocosingo. Yeah, this after this is shot from the back of a horse, going down down the mountain toward the city.
Oh. This looks like it was,
Oh, this is the same city from higher up in the mountain.
okay.
As we saw it and we got over the crest, then we could see that there was Ocosingo. There's nothing around it, you can see.
These are like quite sharp, these photos.
There's a typical home in the city.
What the- My goodness. That's a typical home with a fence around it.
Yeah.
You all live in a hole like that?
It looks,
To keep the pig in.
Wow.
I see. Wow, so this is a town. I mean, that's a city.
Yeah. That is the city what you're looking at. That's pretty much the whole damn city.
How big is the city?
That Parque?
That's,
Here's a nice view of it. Looking down the street.
well, it's a big street. I mean,
Huh?
it's a big street.
Yeah, but you can see just a horse path
Yeah,
for horses, no vehicles in town.
yeah.
I wonder if like people in like another 60 years looking at our photo would be like, they only have cars.
perhaps.
No, that part.
This is way up in the mountains.
Very rugged
Terrain.
Terrain. Huh.
Some more. Just a random shot. Oh, this is taken by the ranch house
Yeah.
of Salsanor where he lived. And like I said, this is all his land as far as you can see. And this is his little grandson. Geez, I will have to think for a minute. I can remember his name. But this is some part of the Indians' huts that lived on Salsanor's land in the background. He had a whole cluster of little people living there. And this little kid grew up next to these Indians. He could speak their dialect and their language.
Oh.
So he spoke perfect Indian language and the Spanish, so he could interpret for his family
Oh.
what they were saying or anything.
Well, that's
There's some animals.
Is that some animals in the background too?
I can't tell anymore.
Animals.
I don't remember anymore.
Feels like that, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
What is this?
this is the Indians' market where they would gather once a week and sell their wares. These are all 5 or 6 different from different Indian tribes that lived within about a 20 or 30 mile radius. They would walk to this little town, and just so they could sell or barter some of the stuff, some of the mostly different grains and odds and ends. You can see hardly what the hell, nothing to really buy there, except a few basic necessities of life.
Wow.
But you see there,
Oh, that's very true.
this church is in the middle of the town of Tuxtla Gutierrez. This goes back to the days of the conquistadors. This church is one of the oldest in Central America. I don't know how far back it goes. Maybe sometime in the 16th century, I would say.
Wow. Very elaborate. Very nice.
Very elaborate, but also getting fragile from age.
Yeah. Is this the ranch as well?
No,
That's
this is like a separate little, I don't know, some kind of a commercial building where they would use for storage grain or did something. And this is a little Indian church that the Chamulos went to, the Indian tribe went to.
so the church is on the left-hand side here.
So that's also up in the mountains.
So what am I looking at here? Who are all these people?
These are the Indian women, the 3 Indians that worked for the woman that owned this so-called apartment type building. She rented these rooms,
Uh-huh.
see? And this is, I think, I don't know if that's her son or grandson anymore. I don't remember anymore. These 2 little kids. But these are, I think these are Chamula Indians. She's maybe Tehuacan.
Tehuacan on the far left, huh?
Yeah.
What are they doing, actually? Oh, it's ironing. I see.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. That's what I'm supposed to be doing.
These are Indian women that walked to town. Now they may have walked, who knows, 15, 20 miles to get to town just to do 15, 20 cents worth of business.
Yeah.
And this is next door to that church you saw back there. That's by the town square of San Cristobal.
What river is this? Oh, there are people there.
Oh, this is Indian women washing clothes at the banks of the river. Indian women from this one tribe, and yeah, not detailed, but just a glimpse. this is where they were getting gravel and ground for the road when they were constructing the road, which was also part of the ancient Pan American Highway. They got that, they were scraping that ground up, gravel for the road out of there.
Ooh, what is this?
That's is that the, I think this is a sawmill operation.
Maybe, I don't know. Huh. Now who's this?
That's another guy
Oh,
that I met up there.
Oh.
That's one of the guys from the ranch. And that's it. That's enough.
Well, here's the. That's a nice picture.
Better than nothing.
Very rugged. Well, these are great photos. This is a great experience.
Hey, Jeff,
Yeah.
you know something about the grandpa now, huh?
Yeah.
He was
This
warrior.
envelope is just as old as the pictures. The pictures were printed for me by the one photo shop in town. And I guess he put them in this envelope, and I just kind of hung on to the same
Yeah.
envelope.
Kodak.
This was a lot of money.
It was.
This was a ton of money,
It
actually.
is. That's much.
Look at that, 20
That's
bucks.
in pesos, you know. That's why you don't understand what it is.
Oh, it's in
This,
pesos.
this is all in pesos. I'm pretty sure of it.
It's still, I can imagine it costing a lot. All right, let's put them back. What about that picture?
No, that's nothing.
Okay.
Don't lose all those pictures put together.
I won't. I'm putting it all back. Can I borrow this and scan this?
Of the Indian chief Carranza sitting down, head bowed down.
Yeah.
I was next to the wild boar.
Yeah.
Well, Carranza's the guy that went to the Lacandon Indians and negotiated with them, and they made those bow and arrows for me.
That's right.
He got the bow and arrows from them. He was the one that went and got them.
How do you pronounce that again? Lacandona?
I got a book on them, written 50 years later, by people who thought they discovered something.
Yeah.
They didn't discover crap. I was there all the way ahead of them.
Oh.
I got a book right in my bookcase. You want to read about the Lacandones?
Well, actually, yeah. Actually, I would like to see that book.
Well,
Eddie,
I was there among them.
you
What?
still have bone, arrow, and whatever Indians made for you.
Yeah.
You said you got so many sets and you got for each voice.
Yeah, each
Hopefully you got the safer place.
yeah, they're in the shed.
What shed?
In front of Terry's car.
Oh,
You can pick yourself out a bow and arrow set. Out of that one of these days. Before something happens to them.
how many set you got?
They're all museum pieces today, you know.
How many set you have?
I don't know, 8 or 9 sets.
Not that many.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that time you said you have a set for each
But I
voice.
would say there's at least 5 or 6 really nice sets you could make out of it.
I remember them ages ago. We should go look at them again.
Well, we have
Yeah.
to pick a nice warm day,
Yeah.
because you got to unravel the tarp. You have to unroll the tarp to get at them if you want to see them. So
You
it
know
has
what?
to be a nice warm day.
Yeah.
To do that.
Those are more than 60 years old, those bone arrows. he was a young man when he went to Mexico. He came back.
5 years older.
You came to Korea, how old are you? You got drafted when? 19, 20?
20.
What?
20.
20?
When I arrived in Korea, I was 21. So there.
Oh, I hate the war. I saw television, all those young guys, drafting, going to Korea, they put them in a airplane or ships. No sea, no nothing. Just no floor, said, leading back something, plain war. They all look so sad or humble or I don't know, kind of expression they got. What am I doing here like it? That's why I hate the war.
Anyhow,
I was young during the Second World War, Japanese propaganda. They were losing the war like a hell. The soldiers, young men dying and all that. But they always said they were winning and glory and this and that. You young, you don't know what's all about.
I got copies of some technical papers you wrote.
What?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, we can see those too.
Yeah. Refresh your memory.
You remember we used to have a Japanese gardener, what is his name? George or John? He was
John Sato.
what is his name?
John Sato.
Okay. He remembered he was in Japan, they drafted him as Japanese soldier. He said, you know what, I might have seen you then. I said, what do you mean? I was drafted, gone to China for the war. And all those Korean kids at train station waving, flag. It might be one of you, I said, I don't know. They make you students, young, they're second grade, third grade, who knows, go to train station and wave to the Japanese soldiers going to China to fight. They fought all the way in Manchuria, China, they went to Philippines. And I don't know what happened to those guys.
So anyhow, you gotta bring your copy machine if you want to look at any more of those albums.